John, want to hear a joke?
Yep.
Well, little Johnny and his dad were walking down the street one day, and they saw these two dogs humping. Little Johnny looks over and says, Dad, what are they doing? Well, his dad knows that little Johnny's getting a little bit older, and he doesn't want to lie to him, so he says, they're making puppies. He says, okay, and he just keeps on his walk. His dad thought he was going to say a little bit more, but he was glad and relieved that he didn't have to explain the whole situation to him. And a couple of weeks later, little Johnny goes running into his parents' room, and they're having sex. And little Johnny gets scared, and he runs out of there and goes downstairs. His dad hurries up and gets dressed, and little Johnny says, Dad, well, what were you and Mom doing? Well, again, he didn't want to lie to his son, so he says, well, we were making a baby. He says, oh, well, why don't you flip her over next time, because I want a puppy. Little Johnny's in class, and the teacher's reading the story of the three little pigs. Well, the first little pig's walking through town, and he sees this man with a great big old wheelbarrow full of straw. So he goes up to him. He says, excuse me, sir. I was wondering if I could purchase some of that straw to build my home. The teacher stops, and she says, is there anyone around here that knows what that man said to that pig? No one raises their hand but little Johnny, so she reluctantly calls on him, and little Johnny says, I know exactly what he said. The teacher says, well, okay, well, what do you think? Well, I think he said, holy fuck, a talking pig. Hey, John, want to hear a joke?
Yep.
Well, there's this psychiatrist having a meeting with these three women and their three children, and he says, you know, after observing you for the last hour, I can tell that you're all obsessed with things. He says to the first lady, he says, like you. He says, you're obsessed with food. He says, you even went and named your daughter Candy. He says to the second lady, he says, and you're obsessed with money. You even went and named your daughter Penny. And at this point, the third lady gets up and whispers to her son and says, hey, Dick, come on, let's get the hell out of here.